Hey everyone, so I'm going live to show everybody why you should never meet with the CYFD caseworker. Why you should never communicate with them or contact them or believe them. Okay? This is from the last case. And this is how you know the case was not closed. And this is how you know that it was fraudulent. Okay? Let's look at this. Okay? It says right there, Esmeralda's medical, dental, vision needs will be met. Okay, so how can her medical, dental, vision needs be met when she's living with a person who is irresponsible, who does not care about taking her to the doctor because he's hurting her? They can't answer that because they know they don't care. This was the caseworker right here, Alysandra Nichole. And for everyone's information, Alysandra Newbill's father is a police officer with Albuquerque Police Department. So, do you understand the corruption now? And this caseworker is doing whatever she wants because her father works for the police department. This right here, this assess child and parent bond and interactions. That is something they should not be doing because they lie about the parent. They pick and choose the parent that they like the most. This right here, Esmeralda will attend developmental preschool on a daily basis. Why would she even need to do that? And where is the proof that it's listed in her IEP? That's why they don't want you to be part of the child's education. Let's go to the next page. Okay, right here. It says right there, Ms. Griego will participate in an intake assessment to determine if she is eligible for a community support worker. Okay, for anyone that's been following my case, I had a community support worker when Amanda Veraca was the caseworker in my last case. So there shouldn't be another community support worker. Mark, my ex-husband, has never gotten a community support worker. Another thing that you don't want to do for these people, stop signing a release of information. Okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to give them access to your records for them to use them against you in court, because that's what they're going to do. This right here, look, she's writing, Ms. Griego will address her mental and behavioral health needs through a therapist at a place that doesn't even care about children. And it's still open. Okay? Let's go to the next page. Right here. Esmeralda Griego will participate in care coordination meetings. How is she supposed to do that if she's living with someone that doesn't care about her health care? And this right here, you can't expect a child to follow recommendations in therapy sessions or individual and family therapy sessions if the family is not together. This right here, this is violating your rights right here when these agencies give CYFD your records and your reports from their business. It is none of their business what you disclose in therapy. Because all they're going to do is use it in court. Okay, this right here. Esmeralda will assess her mental health and needs. You cannot expect a child to do that. This came from me asking for a neuropsychological assessment. I know they never got this done. I know it. That's why it says ongoing. The same thing for Holly. Okay? I know none of this got done for Holly because of the way her teeth look. And the letters I get in the mail from the doctors asking why she hasn't been to her doctor appointments. Let's continue. ABA therapy. We know, Holly, it's not an ABA therapy. Because nobody wants to work with a child that's been sexually abused and that shows those behaviors. This is the most stupidest thing right here. For Holly's mental health needs will be assessed and recommendations will be followed. Holly cannot do that. She has autism. She cannot communicate the way I can, the way Esmeralda can, or the way a normal person who was not shaken as a baby should be able to communicate. Holly cannot communicate that way. She needs help. She's going to need help for the rest of her life. This right here, Holly will address her behavioral and mental health needs in individual and family therapy. You cannot expect an autistic child to do that in therapy. That is the most stupidest request because of her disability. She's going to need assistance. She doesn't know why she is still in foster care 9 years later. Why this judge, 9 years later, has to reopen another fraudulent case. This right here, healing, from attachment and healing. This agency cannot even help people heal. You can't help people heal if you're just there for the money. Let's go on. Just trying to show everybody why you should not deal with these people. The reason why. This whole life book thing. They never get a life book. Okay? It doesn't happen. When I got the kids back recently, there was no life book. The actual document I got didn't even have a court sale on it. And a lot of this stuff is repetitive. If you notice, it's repetitive. And this right here, you notice how they have Holly's name on it, and then they have Esmeralda. She's typing this up. Okay? She's on her computer typing this up. She's typing so fast, she's copying and pasting. That's why you see Holly's name at the top, and then you see Esmeralda. Do you see how stupid this is? Case participant is Holly Griego. Responsible client is Esmeralda Griego. Do you know how stupid that is? To have, you're hiring a caseworker who doesn't even know her job. She doesn't even know how to write a case plan. This is why I tell people, do not contract with these people. Okay, right here. This again. Holly Griego is the case participant. Participate in therapy sessions. Esmeralda Griego is the responsible client. That is ridiculous. You cannot put two children to be responsible for each other's case plan. This is how you know that a lot of these people that are being hired to CYFD don't even know how to be a caseworker. Because this is typed up. Okay? Foster parent service plan. I never seen that before until now. This right here, this is what I'm talking about. Miss Griego talks down about Mr. Griego during visitations. No. I asked questions about how they were doing. Because I have the right to know how my kids are doing. Where they're living. That's why they don't want me to see my kids. Because I'm asking my daughter how she's doing. How she's eating. If he's reading books to her, if he's taking her to school, if he's bathing her, if he's combing her hair, if he's tucking her into bed at a decent time, if he's actually acting like a father and not like a creep. This right here, okay? I did throw away the girls' clothes because they stunk. And I brought them new clothes. And I helped them get dressed in the bathroom in the new clothes we brought them. Because I have the right to do that. I have the right to be a mother to my kids. Whether this agency likes it or not. Yes, when it comes to my kids, I do have a right to ask questions about what's happening in his life. Who the kids are around. It's called co-parenting for a reason. And especially when he doesn't speak to me because of his public defender telling him not to. He doesn't want to file his income taxes because his public defender is telling him not to. Okay, right here it says I posted my visitation on YouTube and records the workers. I have the right to do that. I have the right to know what you're saying about me and my kids and how you're going to be using it in a kangaroo court. This right here, this is a false statement. Ms. Griego is harassing CYFD employees before and after visitations and making accusations of kidnapping. It is kidnapping when you don't allow a mother to see her children. When you don't allow a mother to participate in her children's education. When you don't allow a mother to take her children to their doctor appointments. When you force the child to go to an appointment where she is going to be lying about her mother. It's kidnapping and it is harassment and it hurts the child. But it doesn't matter to these people. Let's continue. And this is to help everybody that doesn't know about this agency. Okay, so right here, let's see here. Talks about siblings. Okay, there is siblings. There is Holly. Holly is the oldest sibling, if she knew her job right. Okay, this right here, this is a lie. Okay, and I told Esmeralda to run away if she was being hurt, because she doesn't have to live with her dad if he's hurting her. Okay, and I never called her that name. Nicole lied and said that. Okay, and this is why you don't want these people in your life. This is why you don't want to meet with them. Okay, I didn't take the kids in July of 2021. I took them to a motel because he sexually abused Esmeralda, and he lied about it. And he lied about everything to his attorney, who defended him, regardless of his lies, because she's greedy. And because it's July 2021. Why would you need this case still open? How many years later? What are you going to get out of it? Other than to destroy a family that you already have destroyed. See? Look at this. This is a false statement right here, okay? Because look what they're saying. They said, to the department's knowledge and Miss Griego's statement, she does not have a home where the girls can be, since she refuses to let the department into her current home. So they're saying that I don't have a home just because I don't want to let them into my home. I don't have to let these people into my home. It is my constitutional right to say no. It is your constitutional right to tell them you don't want them in your home. You don't want them meeting you at your home. You don't want them seeing your home. Because when they walk into your home, they're going to use anything and everything they can that is in your home against you to build a case, because that's all they can do is build a case. Okay, and this kind of stuff right here, I never said that to my daughter. I love my daughter and she knows that. These people told her that. That's why I didn't want to meet with them anymore. That's why I didn't want them in my apartment anymore. See, right there it says, placement is with Mark Griego. So that means they don't care that he sexually abused them. They don't care that he's looking at porn on Twitter. They don't care that he is begging for money at Walmart with the kids, or using COVID to keep them home from school when he wants, so that he can sexually abuse them. And they don't care about the girls' behaviors that clearly show that they were sexually abused. How do I know this? Because I know how kids behave when they feel safe and when they don't. Let's go to the next page. And this is the old case. This is the case that supposedly got closed. Okay? There's the signature Amanda Pereira's signature, Nicole Rollins. You know, this is not her real, I'm sure it's the computerized signature. See? And they do this anyway. They don't care. They still place the kids in daycare. Because they're not going to stay there and watch them all day. And then here we go. That's another lie. They didn't complete a referral for him to have a CSW. He didn't even see a CSW. And if he did, he didn't follow the recommendations. Okay, and this one right here, YDI, for the second time on March 11, 2022. And YDI decided to work with Mark only. So, you know, there we go. And it just, a lot of this stuff is repetitive. Okay? They want you to have so much to do that you don't know where to start. Okay? Like this right here. They want you to sign your releases of information. You don't need to do that. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. You don't need to sign release of information for nothing. Because all that is telling them is that you're willing to contract with them. You're entering into their contract. Okay, and this kind of stuff right here, they use families to destroy your family. That's why they put fictive kin and family members for possible placement. And they want you to let them know every single thing you're doing. Every single thing. Whether you moved, whether you got a new phone number, new address. They don't care. They want you to notify them about everything. This right here, I already have done. I already have participated in a parenting class years ago for my daughter's autism. I have documentation of that. I posted that on Facebook. They know that. I shouldn't even be a part of this. And if it's not on Facebook, it's because Facebook took it off. Because they called them and cried to them. Because they don't want people to know that they're running a racketeering enterprise. Okay, this right here. Family counseling and couples counseling. How do you want me to attend family counseling and couples counseling when you destroyed my family and when I'm not in a relationship with my husband anymore? Because he chose to not be in a relationship. He chose not to be married anymore. You can't ask me to do something that I cannot do because I don't have a relationship with that man anymore. He chose that because he was being held accountable and he didn't want to be a husband. He didn't want to be a man. He didn't want to be responsible. He wants power and he wants to use his power to his advantage. And this right here, okay? I have tried to attend my daughter's school meetings. They're excluding me from them right now. So, how is this case closed if they continue to exclude me from everything? Okay, and then another thing is, look at this. They go from being able to spell. She goes from spelling the name correctly here and wrong there. And then look at this. It says Mr. Griego will participate in and follow all provided recommendations from his DV and anger management assessment. He was supposed to do all of this years ago, in 2016. He didn't do it. And they tried to help him. They even sent a letter to CYFD for them to help him. He didn't want to get the help. CYFD didn't want to make him get the help. His attorney didn't want to make him get the help. I even have an email from his attorney where she says that she didn't need to get reports from his counselor because his behavior wasn't a concern. It is very much a concern. And if you look at this, it's like I said, a lot of it is repetitive. They mix it up, okay? They mix it up so much that you get so confused. Because that's what they want. They want you completely confused. Okay? My certificates are public on Facebook that I did finish, and I did complete an anger management class and a DV class, and I posted them. He didn't complete his. Actually, no, he did complete his. But it didn't do nothing for him because he didn't care about it. He still had anger management problems that he didn't want to deal with. A lot of it was things that he just didn't want to talk about because he didn't want to talk about his past. And like I said, just look at this. You know, they have a plan for everything. A plan that they don't even follow. They don't follow these plans. So they shouldn't make them. See? And this is why you don't want them in your home. Okay? Assess living situation. Why do they need to come into your house and assess how you live? Why does it matter to them how you live? We don't go to their house and assess how they live. Okay? Like this right here. This shouldn't even be here. PPW will make arrange payment for the classes, sign Monica for the classes, and assist Ms. Griego with the online classes if needed. They should not even be doing that anymore because I did that a long time ago. And, you know, they need to get the ABA therapy for my daughter. That's what they need to do. And they haven't done it. Okay? This right here. How do you expect someone to be emotionally stable when you keep on treating their children like they're nothing? You keep on moving them from place to place to place, and you don't care about what happens to them. Because if it was your children, you wouldn't be emotionally stable. This, okay? If you look at my profile, you'll see the letter from Independent Living Resource Center. She's making a case. Do you understand? She's making a case from all of my old records. Okay? That's what she's doing. And that's how you know that they just stalk you on Facebook. Okay? I mean, we did ABA. We did it. It was the insurance company and CYFD that didn't want to continue it. And because I told them that I gave them my honest opinion, is that they found Christine Montoya on Facebook and they asked her to be a therapist, and they paid for her to be a therapist. They got bothered when I called them out on that and told them in front of the judge that that's how they got her, because they know it was the truth. See? She went to my old case plan and she put this in there. She copied what Amanda Rocca had from 2016 or no, 2017 or 18. Because she didn't know how to write a treatment plan. Because she knows I really didn't need one. She knows I didn't need the case open. But because she wanted to listen to Jordan Woodall. Look at this. He was supposed to contact and work with the Independent Living Resource Center. He never did that. He doesn't do nothing. I mean, look at the PPW will provide Mr. Griego with the contact information for this agency and attend the initial appointment with her. That means they can't even write a sentence correctly. Here, like I said before, she goes from back and forth, spelling his name correctly to incorrectly. So this is why you don't want these people in your life. This is why you don't want to open your door to them and why you don't want to speak to them. Okay? And I bet all this he's done. Okay? Except for the CSW. And I'm sure the substance abuse. Because he's not going to tell them that he left the kids home at 2 a.m. to go buy or sell drugs. And that's why he had somebody else's debit card from Chime, now that I know it's Chime, and someone else's phone that Holly was playing with. Okay? Let's look at this. Maintain healthy relationship with family. What family? His mother passed away. His brother doesn't want to see him because he sexually abused his brother when his brother was a teenager. If that's not a concern, what is? This right here. He didn't participate in ABA therapy. He didn't follow through with what he was supposed to. That's why they stopped working with him and Holly. The lady that was coming by to work with Holly told me she was not going to work with him anymore because of the way the house looked and the fact that he was not working with Holly. He wasn't following nothing that she was telling him to follow with Holly. See? Go a little closer there and look what we see. Case participant, Mark Griego. And then she puts responsible client, Monica M. Griego. Why was I responsible, her the responsible client? I mean, this lady can't even write a treatment plan. Did they show this to the judge? Did the judge care about this? No, she didn't. Look at this. There it is again. His name. And then my last name. My name. My name again. This again. Right here. So you can see she doesn't even know how to write a treatment plan. And look. That's a racketeering enterprise. Because these are not facts. If they were facts, where is the documentation? I can show you the documentation for the community support worker that I seen. I can show you the email. There we go again. His name, my name, my name. This is why I keep telling people, stand your ground with these people. Do not let them in your house. Do not meet with them. Does not matter what they threaten you with. It is only a threat, okay? That's all it is. It is a threat for them to get their way. Them to enter your life and ruin your life. This right here. We have my name, his name, and right there it says, PPW will notify and invite Ms. Griego to all school meetings and ensure she is part of the decision-making process. And they have not done that since they placed the girls with him again. See, and they want you to take so many classes of autism. Because they want you to enter their contract, be part of their contract so much that you don't have time to be a parent. Because you're taking class after class. And that's the end of it. What I do want to show you is these, okay? I filed this on my attorney because, as I wrote right there, failure to ethically and zealously advocate for Monica Marie Griego's parental rights and continues to defend the fraudulent behavior of Marie Catherine Ward in the JQ-2016-0076 case and current D202 JQ-2023-140 case. Without valid cause. Okay? This is what a color of law violation notice is for anyone that wants to know.